Hello! It's me, your worst nightmare. I'm a bored VTuber. R.E.P.O will begin in possibly about an hour and a half. But until then, I'm bored. And so I'm gonna play a game. And you're gonna be here with me. And that's your fault. You shouldn't even be here. Why are you here? Why are any of us here? I'm bored. You must be too. It's the only thing that makes sense in this crazy, crazy world. So let's put on a smile. And let's build a city. By the way, I'm thinking of making aqueducts for my town. Roman style aqueducts. Just a tiny little aqueduct just traveling down. I might make it from pipes and just have it just like every so often just drop into a... I haven't decided yet. I wonder if pipes even work like that. Oh yeah, they do. They do work like that. Oh yeah, I've used them before. Alright, so I made some improvements last night. First and foremost, let's talk about what I did over here. I built Murkrow a house, and I built another bird a house. I forget which bird. Rookidee. I built Rookidee a house. Now, the reason why Murkrow has this little door right here is because Murkrow wants it cold in her house. She wants it cold, but it's... or not cold. She wants it dark, but it's not dark enough for her. And she's upset because it's not dark. And I can't make it dark enough. I seriously cannot. Hey, girl, will you come down here? I also started working on a few other things. I don't know if I ever showed off Dratini's little house right here. I think I did. Dratini and Squirtle live here. Yeah, Dratini and Squirtle live here, and they're like best buddies. But I also made the road that goes all the way down to the river. And so the water also just kind of comes out here. So we probably have some fresh water, ocean water mixing going on here, and that's fine. That's normal in nature. That does happen. I perfected my downward stairs part of the road design. I perfected it. I didn't use it here, but I think I'm gonna take away 2 sets of these stairs and turn it into just a 3-way coming up. And I started to build where the next road will be. So we have to get rid of Hoot Hoot. Nut. Hoot Hoot is now directly in the way of someone's new house. And I'm thinking it's gonna be Oddish's. Or I'm gonna have to move Oddish in somewhere else. Honestly, I might move Oddish down where the farmers live, because I feel like Oddish could be a good person to be working on all that stuff. But what I could also do is build up the land over here and start planning the houses that are gonna be like right here. Murkro's unhappy. Did I not put a block there? Well, that's not like me. Oh, this is the forge. Yeah, she wants it dark. I can't make it any darker. Like, I physically cannot make it any darker. Muna Bank. Yo, give me that. 2,000, huh? I have so much sand. Ooh, do I want to get rid of a bunch of sand? Ugh, I kind of... But I don't need this. Yeah, give me that Muna Bank. You know, I was so happy I thought of actually using blocks for stuff because, well, it's actually coming in handy now. And the fact that we have these nice little happy houses right here with people who are happy with their houses. Got this bridge that's up now. With my express elevator that goes up. I love it. Hi, Tailgater. How's it going? We have the beginnings and possibly the ends of our lake. I spent all night working on this, all the way to like 12:30. I was up until 12:30 carving this out and replacing it with sand and getting more sand. And here's the end result of what the lake's going to look like. We're going to have it come over here, and it's going to come out this. You have another headache today? Of course you do. It's also going to come out here, and it's going to reconnect with that one waterfall that we had earlier. I might limit it, though. I might limit it. I might limit it. Stop. I'm so upset right now. Yeah, that's actually another way for me to do this. I'm glad. I'm glad I'm... There we go. Now it will flow down in a responsible manner. I don't know. I actually haven't played that game since yesterday. I've been focused entirely on this. My life has been this for the past day. I've been building this out non-stop. Look at what will become a lake. This is going to be a lake. A lake unlike one you've never seen before. So if I put the bridge right here, I will walk down and my door will literally be right here. Do I really want to... I feel like I may want to extend this out by just a tiny bit. Yeah. Alright. How do you think you and Raven are doing? I'm also just put it right here. I mean, seriously, coming right off the walkway. There'll just be a two-way bridge, a three-way bridge, and that'll be good. Oof. Oh, good. I mean, you're doing great. There will be no Tomodachi life tonight. If you're wondering, there's no Tomodachi life tonight. There's Pokopia, and then there will be R.E.P.O. I am playing Pokopia until R.E.P.O starts. I'm gonna need more bridge planks. You wish you could play games with me? Well, someday you might be able to. You might be able to come in and join us at some point. Because this is gonna be a long project. This isn't something I'm just gonna stop playing in the next like week or two. You know how long it took me to get to this point? Look at this. Look at what we have built, me and Nut. One day you might come in and you might be here around the time when we start working on the fire valley. I do not know what to call it. I was gonna call it. You just took some Tylenol? I was gonna call it the Fire Nation, but all the fire types and all the ground types are going to live down there, and they're going to be living in the mountains. Who knows? I might move R.E.P.O down there. I think R.E.P.O would actually love to live down there, now that I think about it. So I might move it from here down to there. Because it's hard to get this room dark, but if she were living in an actual cave, I think she'd benefit from that. And then I could just move someone else in here. Oh, right. I came down here for more bridge planks. Let's go get more bridge planks. While I'm at it, I need more wood foundation, too. I'll also get more of these, too. I'm gonna need more of these. I'm gonna need more a lot of everything. Wooden enclosures. This is basically what I'll be using a lot for the bridges, because I'm gonna give it some air of realism, so it's gonna have a lot of those, a lot of these. It's gonna have a lot of bridge planks too. If you do get a chance to play, so you'll be working on your house. Yeah. Let me show you what me and Nut have come up for our houses. This will give you some inspiration for where you want to put yours and how you want to build it. I know you want to make yours into like a train car, so there is that. It'll be probably long and like cylindrical, and probably have a lot of seats in it. Also helps that we will actually be starting to build like rail cars and whatnot here soon. So once again, this is so far the island. This is how big the lake is. You have this entire area right over here that you can pretty much carve out and put your house in right over there. My house will be right over here. Not a lot of room for you to work with over here, unfortunately. There wouldn't be a lot of room. You could build up on here, and you could be on an elevated platform. That is also possible. But here's going to be my house, right? My house is actually going to be this big. It's going to have 2 bedrooms in it for 2 different Pokemon. My bedroom's going to be right here. And this will be the bedroom for 2 other Pokemon. I'm thinking Misdrevious and someone else will live here, and I'll live with Mawile over here. This is like the middle area, like a walkway. Here's the entrance. This will be my little living room, and here's a bathroom. Like this is the bathroom. There's gonna be like a little tub and a little toilet and a sink, I think. And then this is gonna be the kitchen, and this is gonna be the dining room. You might build 2 locomotives and about 4 train cars and a caboose. That's gonna be a really big house. I hope you understand how big of a house it's gonna be. That's gonna be a lot of work. But you have all of this room right here to actually build it with. So it's not impossible. You just have to know your size management is all. The lake's gonna come through here as well, and that's gonna be Nut's house right here. Like, Nut has decided to build a smaller house than mine. I do not know if she thought about rooms, if how big her bedroom's gonna be, or her living room, or if it's all gonna be the same room. But you will have all of this over here to build if you want to build right here too. But you do have to carve out the land that you want to use. And we can even make the lake bigger and work with your land if you want to, or not. You see, I carved where the initial size of the lake is. It's going to be up to Nut to decide how she wants the lake to interact with her house. If she wants like it to go over here and around to the other back and create another waterfall, that's up to her at this point. I did this part. It'll be up to her to decide how it goes forward. We will not fill it in until we are satisfied with the lake. Until then, the lake water sits right here. Oh no, is someone else moving in here? I should have cleared this out. What was I thinking? Oh my god. You know, you are lucky I have a bird in the need of a house right now. I should have cleared out this grass. Do you have blue, yellow, and black blocks? We can make them. Yo, Bird, you came at like the worst time because I was on my way over here to bulldoze your area, so I'm sorry. Let's relocate you for what? For a minute. All right, Bird, let's go. Where am I gonna relocate you to? Oh, look at that. You know, I have a lot of things living out over here. I could just add another one. Perfect! Come here, Bird. No! Hey, you wanna move in? Yeah, right here. Yeah. Good, I'm happy you're happy. You also have a little bench right here, and there's like a community box, and there's like other stuff, I guess. It'll be fine. I'll eventually move you into a real house, but for now, you'll just live there. So, I have been planning to build an aqueduct system for my town, but that's gonna come here in a little bit. I'm still trying to decide how I want to do it. I'm thinking wooden enclosures and some form of piping. Ooh, I haven't walked up in a while. I've been using the water express this whole time. It's so nice and peaceful up here, don't you think? Don't you think it's nice? Tell me how great all this is. This is great, isn't it? It's fantastic. Hi, it's me, Mort. Sorry I've been watching your lives recently. I've been busy with your own business stuff. Don't apologize for that. People have their own lives. You're allowed to have yours. Interesting. Did I put down fencing by mistake? I feel like I put down fencing by mistake. I did. And so yeah, this is basically what it's gonna kind of look like. It's gonna be a series of benches that go across the lake, and it's gonna look a lot like this. Except, I don't need these here. I need these somewhere else, actually. I just want to see how it will look. Now, it really just really depends on how big we want the resting platforms to look. Sorry, girl, it just took you way too long to do that. So how you doing, Mort? You having a good day? There we go. Here's a good long bridge. I feel like this is a good place for me to have my first break. But before I do that, let's go ahead and plan for this. Because this is also... Now, I will have to have a serious discussion with Nut about something, and it's going to be very important. And it's going to be about the future of the lake and how high it is. Because, it just really depends on a few things, you know? Alright, so I want... If we're gonna come over here, I feel like this... This needs to be where we come out. This right here. This needs to be the way over to here. So I'm gonna need another one. I'm gonna need more of this grass. There's a reason why we're getting everything sorted now. I have learned from my mistakes. And when I say I've learned from my mistakes, I mean I have learned from my mistakes. I knew that I wanted depth to this lake. I knew that I wanted it to be deep. And so I knew that if I was gonna have it deep, we were gonna need a way to build without drowning. And the best way to do that, clear out the lake. Don't fill it in yet. Because I am a visionary. I am smart. I'm intelligent. I am Tabby. No one seems to understand that part. At the end of the day, I am Tabby. Alright, so I already know that we're going to have a 4x4 here. That's just obvious. So let me go ahead and get my first 4-way done here. As long as I don't run out of bridge planks first. Aha! Oh, I've been receiving updates. What's going on? Alright. Sylvie was writing in the chat about a mod that we were going to use and how laggy it makes the game, so we're probably not going to end up using it. Alright. Okay, so if I want this to go the way I normally would, I think this is where I would have these. Yo, that's looking pretty good. What you think? Oh, I'm loving this. Everyone's over here going, I still have no idea what Tabby's doing. Can someone explain this to me in little words? And I'd be like, yeah, let me explain to you what's happening here, okay? Let me educate you with my little brain. What's happening here? Actually, let's just do it like this, honestly. That's probably the best way to do it. I'm making a bridge transition, like a little platform, and in the middle of that platform there's gonna be like a little garden. And so I might actually limit this based on this. So this might be moving, actually, surprisingly. Maybe. In fact, I think it will probably limit itself by maybe like 1 block. It all just depends on what this is going to look like here in the next few seconds. Because I want it to be a good, perfect square. From this point to that point. And I want it to look nice. And it's not going to look nice. It's not going to look nice at all. But that's why we have test rounds. That's why I'm the #1 Pokopia VTuber. That's why you come here, because I'm the #1 Pokopia VTuber. No other reason. Everyone loves me because I'm awesome. And I do need to restrict it by 1. Okay, you know what? This. I'll leave those there as a warning to others. Now see, now that will make a good square. Right there. Perfect. Nut's gonna be so impressed when she sees I've started doing this, and she'll immediately understand what the goal is here. She'll figure it out. She is a smart little person. She will figure this out immediately, and she'll be like, "Oh, this is what Tabby's been talking about doing this whole time. I get it now. I get it." Because if someone is a smart little cookie, it is definitely Nut. Needs to be connected to another block. Oh. Hello. Oh, whoa, whoa. Well, I mean, well, actually, there is going to be another block. So if I were to trace this middle, if I want to make it like a tiny little garden in the middle of all this, which I'm thinking of making out of, well, cobblestone, honestly. I'm gonna have it laced out with cobblestone. It probably would start right about... This is in between both posts, so this would make the most amount of sense for me. Okay. And right here, we'll have some Skyland grass. Right here in the middle. Plop. Plop. Perfectly level with the rest of the grass. Oh, look at me go. Aren't I just one smart little cookie? I am a smart little cookie. And we're gonna have a little garden right here. That's really how it's gonna work. And so then we have this tiny little bridge piece, like right here and right here, and this is literally how it's working right here. That's like, this is it. You're watching it happen right now in real time. Yeah, this is it. This is how it happens, right here. You're watching it happen live. Oh, it feels so good. It feels so good to be Tabby right now, you know? right now. Nope, I was right. Sorry if I'm not talking, I'm just really trying to make sure I get this coordinated right. Because right here, we're gonna put down a bridge piece, and that's why I have left it alone like this. And so it's gonna look a lot like this. This has been my plan the entire time. When I started talking about making this place into like a central lake with some walkways, like this was my idea. This is what I imagined it would look like. Doesn't it look amazing? Now, the reason why I chose the bridges to be elevated was so that if Nut, for whatever reason, decides not to use the Shadow Lake, which, perfectly fine, we'll be able to surf as a Lapras underneath these bridges without getting stuck. Except for the walkways. We will not be able to go underneath the walkways. But we'll be able to jump onto the walkways. And even if I put like a little staircase, we can actually walk into the river from the walkways and out. If we decide to go that route. But for right now, this is what we have. And now I have something beautiful that I don't have on my person. Where are they? Okay. Now when Nut comes there and she sees this, she's gonna know exactly what my plan is. I guarantee it. She has been following this brain of mine. This hand tracking. Can you please? This brain of mine. This brain of mine. She has been tracking this brain of mine since I started playing Pokopia. She has understood every assignment thus far. So I have no doubt that she will understand that all the bridges and little walkways like this will all be just as grand, just as beautiful, and will hopefully allow for things like Lapras swimming. I hope she understands that. So how you doing, Mort? You having a good day? Ah, here they are. Oh yeah, I'll take the rest of those too. Perfect. Okay, you know what? Let's just get there faster, shall we? Plop! Don't you just love being a Ditto in this game? I mean, come on. So now, here's an interesting thing, and I think it's important for us to conceptualize the fact that these right here can be something else. Do you know what? Come on. Come on, you know me so well by now. Can't you figure it out? We can literally put lamps right here. These can be lamps. We can make these lamps. Nice little lamps for nighttime. Same with right here. I mean, honestly, we don't have to make these, we can make these bricks if we wanted. I mean, I could literally just take this away, and we could use, cobblestone right here, if I really wanted to. Like, look at that. We can make a cobblestone. And honestly, I kind of like that better. It breaks up the coloring, you know? But I think it's still going to be supported by these little planks. I mean, if it's not good... I kind of like the way it looks. But I get it if it doesn't look like it looks good. I can understand that. Yo, I did a really good job in this design. This turned out really good, actually. I'm really impressed with this. I'm like legit, like, very impressed with this. Like, I'm not trying to glaze myself, but damn. Nope, they do need to actually reach up here. That is a thing. Ah! You know, I thought maybe it lowered a bit, make it look nicer. Ah, that might be Sylvie. I need to check. Yeah, that's a really good point. We have not seen Raptor in a long time. I'm starting to wonder what happened to Raptor. But anyway. Nice little walkway right here. And I could probably extend the bridge to over here a bit, you know, and I might. But at the same time, I could just very easily just make a bridge from right over here to over there. You know what I mean? Just build a smaller bridge that just leads from over here to over there, just to cross it. Or I could actually just, you know, just continue with this and just build a bridge from right here to right over there and just equal it out. This one will reach my house. I'm sure of it. Okay, out of curiosity, so for the center point, I want the center point to be in the middle of the walkway. So, hi Lorinda. The center point will have to be between the 2 points, which is right here. How you doing, Lorinda? I'll probably be playing R.E.P.O here pretty quickly, but before I do, tell me, what do you think of my lake? I have carved, I have rebuilt all of this lake. As long as it's on YouTube, yeah, I'll react to it. They need to be about 2 out. So here's 1. Here's 2. It will be on YouTube? Then yeah, I'll probably react to it. And then I need a 3rd one for the stairs. So, if the stairs are right here, then this should literally be where it is. Just like that. Just like that. Oh, hold a second. It's up too high. I need to smash it down a layer. Oh, it's the same over there too. Okay. Perfect. Pokemon ask you to take something and you don't take it. There we go. Alright, I have enough to do this, so let's go ahead and just... Hi, Nut! You're late? You was out visiting your baby? That's perfectly fine. You want to see what I've been working on? You're gonna love this. Look at this. Now, we have something very important to discuss. So, the water levels. How are they going to look? Are they going to be, like, shallow so we can run across it? I mean, I guess most of it is on its second level, so we'll be able to transform into a Lapras. We'll be able to swim in this. And here's the thing. We'll be able to swim as a Lapras, and in a few seconds, we'll be able to come up onto this right here. Be able to swim as a Lapras, and just plop right here, just like that. We'll be able to swim around the lake, come in this one entrance right here, bam. Then we can walk out to here. We can walk over to here. I have the entrance to my house pretty much figured out. It's gonna be amazing. I already have the design figured out right here. So we have like a tiny little patch of grass that we can turn to a garden, put little bushes, flowers, whatever, pink grass, whatever we want. We could put it right here. I'm thinking of putting 2 things of grass and maybe 2 flowers so that it doesn't form a habitat, but it looks nice. We have flower seeds down there though, so we can easily handle that very easily. But as we have it right here, and right here, this, instead of putting railings on this part, like we can still put railings on all of this right here, like very easily. We could easily still put like bridge railings up, right? But for right here at this front area, we could put lamps. Like mushroom glow lamps. And so that way we have like a light source. And then look at this. We can have like these bridges will look amazing when we're done. It's gonna look so good. We're gonna be the envy of the Pokopia build world. They're gonna be like, ah, damn, ah, Tabby and Nut made the perfect place, and if we're here, we still have that. Blah 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 blah. They're gonna be so jealous. Hey look, I found that water source I made. I will. Don't worry. There we go. So what I have just done is I have maintained the ability for the waterfall to be literally right here. That's all I've done. I have now carved out this waterfall. That's exactly what I just did. Whoop! I better repair that. So, Nut, are you gonna join us for R.E.P.O tonight, or are you not going to? Good. And there we go. I love it. I love the way it looks. These cobblestone bricks, I had no idea these cobblestone bricks were gonna become so integral to my design formatting. But man, have they become essential to my design formatting. Really, you thought I wanted that? Of all the things, you think I wanted that one? Stop taking the stairs, girl! Gosh, I love this so much. It's amazing how beautiful this looks. And it's gonna look so good when we finally fill it up with water. And it's gonna look unrecognizable. Ba 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 ba. Oh, womp womp. There we go. Okay. And now we deal with laying down more of these. More of these. Oh, I was actually worried. So, Nut, this is the design that I settled on. Each side will have a longer side near the promenade, right? The little rest area. So you have a skinnier one and then you have a bigger one. It's a distance of 2 with a block of 4. Now, the best way you can determine this is the stairs. You have 2 stairs, and these are going to be about the same length as the stairs. So you know where to place it, where 2 of the middles will meet. And so if you find the middle point between it, you can start building it. It goes out by 2 spaces, and then here's how it looks. It ends up looking like this. So you have the 2 blocks right here. These are literally where the stairs sit. The stairs sit right here. Like, this is it. And so you can put the stairs right here. Plop. And plop. And that's the beginning of the next bridge, essentially. The next rest area is going to look a little different, I'm afraid. We may have to carve out some of this mountain after all and make the lake a little bit bigger. If you want to at least have your next rest area be like right here and then shoot off to the left and have like a rest area in the middle of the lake. Like right here. If you want to like extend this out a bit, make it a little bit bigger, you can put another rest area right here. That leads to your thing. And then we can put it right here. You see, now this is why we don't make the lake until everything else is done. That way we know what it looks like. This looks a little chaotic, but vice versa, this would just be one long bridge that leads right to here in this middle space. And this would just lead to my house. And also here to this land. Like, this looks chaotic, but it's gonna look nice once it's filled up, I think. I'm pretty sure of it. It's basically like a little town on a lake. It's basically what it is. A big lake. God damn it. Anyway, this goes without saying, we're gonna need more bridge planks. Also, I use the wooden enclosures for the beams of wood. that connect to the bridge planks and the cobblestones. Just to give it that natural look, you know? Like, this is all underwater, it's being supported. Oh, you weren't even here? Okay. Here I was explaining you, like, how to build all this. You weren't even here at the time. It's fine. It's nice to know, you know, just, you know. You can always rewind the stream if you want to remind yourself of what I just said. I was discussing with you until I knew you were not here. No, it's fine. So here's the synopsis. We're gonna have to wind up this lake around this area because if you want like your own little bridge that leads up to your house like this, you're gonna need like a rest area like literally right here, and that has to come from somewhere. So if we also carve out this little space right here, we'll be able to build another bridge segment that leads to here, that'll lead all the way down to your house over here, and we can do that. Also, there are no rules that state that we can't just have a giant bridge that just splits in half. Like, really, there's no rules against that. In order to make it look authentic, though, you should use at least a couple of these bridge platforms so you can show that there is like a support area that is like, yeah. Like, if you don't want to like build a rest promenade like this, literally it could just be one massive like bridge thing. Honestly, the sky's the limit. I built this because I thought it looked nice. But I think too many of this and it might look dirty. You know what I mean? You know what I mean by dirty? It might start to look dirty. But anyway, so I was saying about how to like make the design and whatnot, and like how to measure the distance between where the bricks go, and I was reminiscing about how these cobblestones have become so relevant to all my builds. And wooden enclosures are being used as like the beams of wood for like everything. They're just like the perfect thing. These wooden enclosures are just perfect. And I was using cobblestone bricks and like how cornerstone, like the cobblestones have become in my builds. Just beautiful. And now we have these little entrance ways for us as Lapri. But anyway, it might be time for... I haven't heard anything yet about R.E.P.O, so we're gonna keep going for a bit. What I'm gonna go do now is I'm gonna go look for some lamping sources, and we're gonna experiment with lamps. We're gonna see what lamps look good. I love just sticking raw grain in my mouth and nomming on it. Can you imagine how we have transformed this town? I still need to put a roof on this restaurant cafe thing we got going on here, but this town started with a single restaurant in a farming field and that orchard. Off off the level, by the way, and it was like, yeah, they're gonna walk up here, they're gonna use little stairs, and then I raised it all by one level, leveled it out, and now we have a temple, we have the orchard, we have all these roads, we have a Pokemon Center, we have a forge, we have a storage facility, we have a marketplace. Look, we have a marketplace. And soon I'm gonna build aqueducts. What? You had to talk to your doctor for wound care? You have a blood bubble? Oh, that's not good. Also, I built a couple houses. You really should start working on your house soon because Hoot Hoot is currently in the way of my next house. Actually, what I can do though is build like houses along this way real quick. And I'm gonna do one more double house like right here. And also, I have started to build my port side town. I have the road that leads down to it. I'm gonna start expanding it into a pier town. I might just go ahead and continue building along the entire like river here and start building up my little sand houses and whatnot. Like actual houses made of sand. I haven't decided yet. I want to take a look at some designs. Or, you know, at least sand habitats. You know what I mean. Habitats actually made from sand. What was I doing again? No, do you know why I can't? Oh yeah, lamps. I want to look at lamps. I'm getting all excited and all reminiscent, and I'm forgetting about the actual task at hand. So, we could put wall torches up there, but when it rains, the wall torches will go up, but it'll look nice. We can put some fire pits, and we'll have the exact same problem, but it'll look nice. Honestly, I'm thinking of keeping the wall torches and the fire pits for the fire valley. You know, the lava town that's gonna have like lava in it, and like the fire Pokemon and ground Pokemon are gonna like live in the mountains, and there's gonna be like, much like the system we're building now on the lake, it's gonna be like a series of like bridges that go from one side of the valley to the other, and there's gonna be like almost floating towns, but it's all gonna be supported by beams, kind of like what I'm doing now. Yeah. And so we do have these mushroom street lamps, which is okay. These will require electricity, which I'm gonna try to not have us have electricity up there, because that's gonna be like a lot of work to get electricity up there. It's not impossible, but we would have to compensate for these things, you know? Once again, not impossible, but annoying to deal with. So if we just rely on mushroom technology, I think we'll be fine. So as of right now, I only know of the two options that are here for us. We have the mushroom lamp. Which doesn't look bad. And we have the mushroom street lamp. If I can get it to... Okay, so I have some thoughts immediately. Pokopia, Pokopia, if you're paying attention, I have some thoughts. One, I understand you want this to fit on a single block, but can you, and just hear me out, make it a double block? That way, the lamp sits center with the block it's on, and the light can be a little bit longer and sit over a neutral block. Cause this, I love this, but I hate this. Even if I put another block right next to it, and let me just show you this. If I were to put another block right next to it, it's not magically center. No, it's still off center. And why is it off center, you ask? Because it just looks ugly. Now, it is centered on the one block. But if you're gonna do it like that, if you're gonna do it dirty, well, actually, no. There is a way to fix it. I just thought of a way to fix it. You want to know what I'm thinking, Nut? Let me show you. Now it's centered. But it's not centered on the block. But it doesn't need to be. That is the center as it can possibly get. It'll sit near the railing. And it will look out like this. Not bad. It looks better. So our question should be, do we want these tiny little lamps that would look inward, look kind of cute, not really light up anything, but would look nice? Or do we want these? Or, and hear me out here, what if we use the big ones for the entrances? 2 lamps right here, and then for like this little cropping right here, instead of the big lamps, we use the tiny ones. Oh, my thing is blowing up real quick. Okay. God damn it. I ran out. Well, once we get more mushroom lamps, we'll be able to outfit that area. So, here's your assignment. Actually, I do not know why I left. I have to go back now. I need more mushrooms. We need more mushrooms. Just flat out. We need more glowing mushrooms. I don't know if we have enough glowing mushrooms for this project. But we need enough to make this. We need more bridge planks, which means we'll need more lumber. Which means we need to go cut down some trees, give them to Scyther and Scizor, cut them up into lumber. And I'm going to store everything in here. We're getting ready to start R.E.P.O, so I'm going to drop off any equipment I think is necessary. So, small logs, I'll drop them off here. I'll drop off some leaves. The railings. You can play around with the railings, Nut, and you can see which ones you like and where you like them. Here's some walkway planks. Yep. Here's the bridge planks I still have left. Here's some cobblestone. Here's some grass flooring. And sand. all the sand in case you want to extend your lake. Carve out whatever size you feel is necessary. And yeah, we'll be good. Oh, also these as well. And these. Might as well. I feel like that's everything concerning the bridge. Yeah, plenty of food. Alright. So what I'm gonna go do is I'm gonna go sign out of here and I'm gonna go sign into R.E.P.O. And we're gonna start playing R.E.P.O. So I'm gonna probably end this stream and start up a R.E.P.O. stream. Sylvia, if you're watching, I'll be just a couple minutes, okay? When I go back home, it will save everything I've done. Just like that. I'll see you guys in a tiny bit for R.E.P.O. Nut, if you want to join us, you should be part of the R.E.P.O. Chat thing we got going on, so all you have to do is just copy the link, the code, and put it into the Thunder store, and you can join us if you want.